So we're now ready to begin throwing the football. The first item I'd like to mention in throwing the football is the step forward. When most players step forward, a lot of them really step, if I'm throwing again to the camera, really open up and step far too much to the left. So one of the first little drills to get quarterbacks ready to throw is how to step. Now one of the nice things we do is throw on a line. So I've got a field line here that I'm using, and one of the first things we can do is just step on the line. Now when we step on the line, you do want to point your left foot, if you're a right-handed thrower, in the direction that you're going to throw. In this case, along the line. The big thing is that people open up that toe and therefore their hips and their shoulders, and they lose a lot of power. So when you watch me do the first step, I want you to see how late I flick open my left foot. And again, so we're just going to try steps, and you want to step on the line. So I step the middle of my feet on the line, and I'm not going to throw, I'm just going to step, step, flick. Step hard enough so that your back foot comes up beside your front foot. In a way, another way of thinking about it is making sure your back hip, your right hip in this case, comes forward. This is a key part of power development. So step and make sure that right hip comes forward, and when the right hip comes forward, your right foot must come forward. Another way of looking at the step is a drill I call the L drill. If you make an L with your feet, then you simply have to step forward with that left foot straight ahead. Now, when we open up that left foot, though, remember, we often want to open up our upper body and our hips. So when I do this drill, it's very important that you try to keep your chest, your shoulders, your hips aligned with the line, and that you open them again late in the throw for all of that power. Heel to heel. I close up my body. Step. Make an L with your heels. Make the left foot on the line and simply step forward. Keep your hips and shoulders closed till late in the throw so that you can quickly move them in the direction of the throw, generating lots of power. At this point, we're ready to start throwing. And the first drill I like to do is called shoulder, step, shoulder. And it's a great way to show the complete body action of the throw, warm up, and still be working on that full action and potentially the step as well. For this drill, it's nice to be on a line, but it doesn't have to be the shoulder, step, shoulder. Notice that my front shoulder is pointing at the target. Again, we've got that good grip on the ball against the chest. And I'm going to step and throw. So the step, obviously, with the left foot we've been working on. And then the second shoulder is the fact that I want my back shoulder to finish at the target when I finish my throw. All right, so there's my back shoulder facing the target. Again, for me to get my back shoulder facing the target, I really have to make sure my hips come through. I'll do it again, backing up from a distance to see the whole action. Notice my right foot has been dragged forward because my hips have come through. Shoulder, step, shoulder. A great action to make sure you're putting every ounce of your body into the throw. What most players do, combining a couple of things, is they step to the left and they don't get their right hip through, which often leads to a backward step. So in this throw, I'll show you two common mistakes: stepping to the left and not getting your whole body into the action. So again, step to the left, throw, and fall backwards. Shoulder step shoulder, great to start every practice, to just make a comment or two about making sure they get their whole body action into it. It's a great opening drill to get the arm warmed up and get them thinking about the most important things. In the instruction ahead, you're going to see us get pretty particular about arm action, but I must say that hip action and stepping into your throw is the one thing that I will refer to potentially into games. In games, or as it becomes more team-oriented in practice, I'll never talk about a quarterback's elbow position or how they're flicking their wrist. I'll really only say one thing: step into your throw. Get your full body into it. How your legs and hips go really determines most times how you're going to throw that day. People that aren't getting their body into it, they're starting with their legs and hips, are throwing weak throws, whereas if you're getting your full action, you're generally throwing to your potential. The other things are much more difficult to control. They take weeks and months of practice to really refine, and you'll never get perfection on these little things within a practice. It's more the process of working forward. But stepping into your throw is something that you can control, and it's, again, the one thing that I'll constantly remind quarterbacks of, because it's really the most important determinant for success.